So just after 4 p.m. this evening, we had a report on Linda Way of a tree down on a home, a large tree across two homes actually when our first engine arrived on scene. Station 17 got here within a couple of minutes. We also got reports that there were people trapped inside. That came from the 911 call. It also came from people who were on scene when the tree fell. There was a report of a person who had escaped off the porch at the time. We also went to the rear of the home through a second home to get to the rear of the home because the tree was so large and blocking our access to the backyard. We removed one person from the home who was trapped, but not substantially. We were able to free him pretty quickly and brought him out through a home right next to it. We were also getting reports of a third person inside the home. There was some conflicting information about if someone was at home, but the car was in the driveway. We want to search the home regardless. Whether they were able to tell us or not, we were still going to search the home. That's our protocols with fires or trees down in any trap situations. After about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of, number one, shoring up the tree to make sure it did not fall on our firefighters as we were continuing to work to go inside, because the entire tree took out about 90% of the roof. So we had to shore up the tree, remove debris from the home, the bedroom, crawl in the back window, and we used one of our cameras and some other equipment to, in fact, identify a third person that was in the home at the time. We also physically checked this person to make sure and see what their condition was. Unfortunately, this person that we found was deceased when we got to them, all right? At this point, we do not believe that at this point, we have checked the entire home and there are no further persons or residents in the home. So once again, we had 3 people initially in the home when the tree fell. One person was able to escape off the porch on their own. One person we assisted getting out through a back door, and that person was transported to the hospital. And the third person we identified in a front bedroom, and that person unfortunately is deceased here on scene.
Can you talk about the shoring unit? A lot of people don't know that you even have this capability. I mean, you're basically cutting boards to get them under that tree to shore it up.
With the operation like this, you have to understand that it's not a quick operation. We arrived on scene to a very large oak tree that fell across 2 homes, including power lines as well. We have to make sure that we can safely get in there to safely get the person out. Station 14, which is our collapse rescue rig, they have special operations. They are trained to do this. Each person on that crew is trained to do operations like this, including, and you saw the rig behind us, this is what they do. And every one of those individuals, and you see the amount of firefighters we have here, worked as hard as they could to get to that person. But unfortunately, the person was deceased when we got to them. And so in shoring up the tree and the home, for us to get in there, that's what we have to do. We have to make sure as we creep along, we're making sure nothing else falls down on us or the house collapses while we're trying to do this process. So it's a methodical process, but it's a necessary process.
And neighbors were also saying that it was a son or nephew in there. Can you confirm?
I can't confirm on the relationship of the people in the home. I can only confirm that we do have a male deceased in the home. I don't know the relationship at this time, and I would rather reserve that for the family.
You said it was a bedroom. Was he in bed? Was he in a chair? Was he...
I don't know where exactly he was when the tree fell, but I can tell you it was a front bedroom area.
The tree apparently, it looks like really one tree cleaved in 2. Is there a worry about the remainder of the tree also falling?
Yes. So as I said, we had to show up the tree that's still remaining on the home. Right now, there's not a risk to anyone else or our firefighters. So right now, we're just in a holding pattern until we can, number one, safely secure the tree and remove the person from the home.
How long do you think it will take for you guys to move that tree or wrap up around here?
So we actually have Atlanta Parks and Rec en route to assist us in doing that. Once again, it's a very large tree. We can only do so much.